153 VFL games, including the 1955 grand final between Melbourne and Collingwood. He also umpired in 2 final series and got through a preliminary final, a first semi and a second semi-final. After that, of course, he became one of the biggest names in the media, in the football media and the electronic media in general, appearing on TV and radio. Of course, in recent times, he pleaded guilty to using $1.5 million to benefit himself that disappeared from the soccer pools, and he received 18 months jail, of which he served 8 months and is now on 10 months parole. Tonight he joins us on the Footy Show. Please welcome Harry Beitzel.
Stand, let us in, will you? Sammy, I got this here. I'm finished with it. You might need it, mate.
All right. Well, I might need it, might I, Harry?
You might need it.
Was this made by the boys inside, Harry?
Yes, and so something else made by the boys inside. You remember you came down for that beautiful sports luncheon?
Yep.
Yes.
Well, as a Collingwood man, that's yours.
Oh, thanks, Harry.
Made by one of the boys, handmade, incidentally.
As long as the boys didn't make you inside, Harry.
Harry?
That's all right, but before I start to talk to you seriously...
Yes, Harry. Will we sit down or not?
Yes.
Well, I'd like to present this one to you because you'll see the white boots on this one for you, Sammy.
Thank you very much. Who made that? A
friend-
murderer or a mass sort of killer?
That friend of yours that, you know...
Oh, the bald-headed
took you
bloke?
on. Yes, and...
Can we say
anyhow,
what he did?
No, we can't say what he did.
Trevor,
no.
before we speak to
Say,
Harry...
Sammy, you're supposed to close the cell door behind them. Mate, you would make a very good vinegar tits.
Don't have to worry about that, Trevor, because we have a great thing down there at Moore River, prisoners on the run. And we just run in and out whenever we want, so don't worry about it.
Now, Harry, just to get the serious part over, I suppose, you know, you're the brunt of every stupid joke in town, the jocularity and the innuendo and the barbs. You're handling that all right? Because we've tried to lay off your bit tonight.
Yes, you've been very kind. I want to thank you, as a matter of fact. All the boys want to thank you too.
Embarrassing for you? You're handling it all right, are you?
Well, we've got to look forward, don't we?
Yeah, we do. Could you look down the camera lens and actually tell Australia that you...
Which camera
this
am I
one
on?
over here.
The one with the red light
Yeah,
on. Harry.
good,
Tell
yes, nothing's
someone
changed.
that you didn't deliberately dud them.
Well, I don't have to worry about saying that because the judge said it, and if the judge said it and he still gave me 18 months, so why should I have to say it? Because he said, the DPP man said, and he's now the top man, he said Beitzel never got 1 cent. And I can tell you, considering the way the media's reported it, the heavens above, it would have been handy to have actually got the damn thing. But anyhow, that's how it was. We didn't get any of the money, but did the time. And as I believe, you know, we used to always say, do the time.
Do the crime, do the time. But you're actually saying you didn't do the crime in the first place, aren't you?
Well, the cameras are going from place to place, aren't they? Getting giddy.
Don't try and work the cameras, Harry. Just try and work your mouth.
Well, Sam, as I've said, you know, it's past now. Let's get on with the Footy Show.
Good.
Yeah,
It's really
let's
not a
move on.
courtroom here, is it?
Now,
No,
Harry,
it is not, Harry, no.
you've been out a couple of weeks now, and the AFL have released this week that there's some counterfeit tickets going around.
I'm not into the printing business.
the boys haven't got a cottage industry going, have they?
Well, there's several industries going down there, but the printing, they've taken all the printing presses away, so we're not guilty of that one.
So, Harry, from now, like, as you say, you can't do anything about the past, but what about the future? What are you going to do?
Well, look, the smartest man in television is John Sorrell. And he said to me some years ago, listen, radio talkback, that's your go. And considering the ratings at your station, there must be an opportunity.
You're not going to come back and snip Rexy, are you?
Well, I don't think I've got to worry about Rex because with his style, you know, he's got a use-by date. I don't think that Rexy will be...
Rex?
I don't think Rex will be calling football in 12 months' time. Look, he's got much bigger fish in the sea to kiss than to be bothered about radio, particularly when you know, the ratings are going down.
I've got a feeling he'll be here till he wants to be here, though, won't he?
Of course.
Oh, well,
but how much longer does he want to be here?
Oh, I see.
H,
What was your welcome like back at Footscray last Thursday for the selectors' table?
Oh,
was it
fantastic.
great to be back there?
It was absolutely terrific. As you know, you go over that Westgate Bridge, and as soon as you go over there, the air's different, the people are different, they're very, very loyal, they stick. And they came out in big numbers, mate. That was packed out. And they're looking forward to seeing you on Saturday, as a matter of fact, mate.
Harry,
Fantastic.
can I just ask the question of you? You've been on both sides, the media and the umpire side. What do you believe that? Do you believe that the umpires should be held up for public scrutinisation?
Yes, I do. And when
Thanks for the in-depth answer.
when I was umpire as director, that's exactly what I wanted them to do. Because, you know, they're going to make mistakes, so why try and hide it? Like, that was a bad mistake, but you copped $1,000 for. And that kid, you know, that turned the whole game. But those things happen. I believe they should be open for scrutiny.
Go ahead,
What
Dougie.
did you learn? Did you learn anything H inside in Morwell? Did you learn anything from...
I did. I learned your trick. You remember when you were at the height, the zenith of your career, you had the ball on the string?
Yes.
Well, I had the soap on the string.
With that, Harry, I think you've had the final word, as usual, as you always did in your career on the radio and the TV. Harry, you've, as you said, you did the crime, or whether you did the crime or not, you certainly did the time, and I think all Australians like to give people a second chance. You've certainly had your go. Thanks for coming on tonight and having a bit of a chat to us, Harry.
Right, thank you.
Good luck with the future, mate.
Yes. Well, the future...
What is the future?
Well, the future's got to be sports nights, corporate talks.
Corporate talks, yep.
Now, you're doing a bit of that, aren't you?
Oh, not so many corporate talks, no.
But you're earning a quid on it, aren't you?
Oh, just covering expenses.
Now, I'd like to look down the camera's lens and say, Sammy Newman will be my manager. So if you want me to do any sport talks, any corporate talk, write to me, care of Sammy Newman. How much commission?
You wouldn't like to have a Tats ticket on that, would you?
All right. Trevor, anything to add?
I know where to go if we ever do win it.
Yes,
Well.
Harry, don't duck straight off, mate. You left your car keys over here, mate.
We'll be back with more Footy Show after this. Good on you, Harry. Let's hear it for Harry Beitzel.